Hello and welcome to another video for Train Sim Will 3. I'm very excited as well to be showing you today the all new Cross City route from Dovetail Games. And just to say as well, a huge thank you for Dovetail Games for allowing me to have a copy of the route ahead of its release and feature a video for the route just ahead of its release as well. So you should hopefully be seeing this just before it sort of starts going live on the platforms. If it's out already on some platforms, hopefully this video may help you sway your decision to hopefully purchasing it as well. Anyway, right, so the key focus of today's video is going to be taking the Class 323 for a spin across the network, and hopefully we're going to enjoy the drive. We're going to also be taking a look at various aspects of the route along the way, such as custom models like such as stations, environment, scenery, landmarks. The Class 323 itself, I'm going to see how well it drives, sounds as well, sort of compare as well to TS Classic as well. Obviously we've got that on there as well, so we'll see if there's any differences as well on that. Without further ado, we're going to get ourselves sorted and get ourselves in there. So as you can see here, Birmingham Cross City, we'll click that, go to timetable mode. You can see here, these are the layers that come with the actual route itself. So the hero unit of the route itself is a Class 323, of course, which is the core unit that runs the services on the route. You can also see there's a few other bits and pieces involved. So you've got some bits for the Class 37/5, Class 66, and the Class 43 HST. To have obviously these workings, you need to have various DLCs to allow these to work. So if you click that, it tells you it's Tees Valley for the 37. There's various 66s, so East Coastway, Southeastern High Speed, and Great Western Express versions. And of course the HST only comes with Great Western Express for that. You can see there's a various amount of bits and pieces. Like there's 100, apparently there's 101 for that. There's 98 plus 37. Apparently, is there? No, there's not. There's 2. I was going to say, can't be that many, surely. I'm not really sure why it's 6 out of 98 there. But anyway, let's get straight on to this. So picking the Class 323. The service I've picked out is 2 Papa 24, which hopefully is a Bromsgrove to Lichfield, Trent Valley. Working. We're going to go with custom weather, because I don't want dynamic in case it randomly starts going foggy or starts having a thunderstorm halfway through, which doesn't really show the route in its best light. So we'll go with light cloud, mid-July. That's a Bromsgrove to Lichfield Trent Valley we want there. So click that and we shall get started. So this will kick us out at Bromsgrove to start off. We'll get straight in with it as well. So 2P24, Bromsgrove to Lichfield Trent Valley, driving this service all the way through. I'll find out the stopping pattern in a minute. Class 323 in West Midlands Railway livery, 132 tonne in weight, 3 cars length, and it's a in yards it's 74.5. Let's get started on that. Let us get this set up first of all. So put my key on. I'm going to put the door key on. I'm just going to I take them off, put into normal. There we go. We need a GSMR as well, get that on, which is a feature for the route as well, which is rather cool. Egg code for this is 2P24, but apparently it's 2924, so there's something quite not right on that. What is showing on there? Sure, these things will get fixed, so don't worry too much on that. Things do get fixed, as you know, quite quick normally. So let's get the doors released. So red buttons on the door release there. So that's open. We'll get some windows open so we can hear the unit itself. Nice squeaky second man seat there as well. Yeah, it's a very nice environment to be. Yeah, let's have a quick look outside. Actually, we'll stay in the seat for this. Just make sure we've got our lights on, which they are already set. I think that's it, as far as I'm aware. So that is the unit itself. We've got about 30 seconds before we leave here. I don't want to be too late getting out of it. I want to try and leave on time, so let's have a quick look. at the unit itself. It's very nice, doesn't it? Now, this is fully fresh, built from the ground up. It's not a port over from Tracing Classic. I know some people were sort of saying it was it or is it, or it is, but it's not. It's totally ground built from fresh. So yeah, it's not the same as TS Classic. I love these, by the way, as well. If you go into the cab quickly, if you just lower that down, you can see the like the spline at the back of the blind that comes down, so it opens up. It's really cool. The train effects display there scrolling across. So Lichfield T Valley. You can see the CCTV camera mount in the window as well. Then, yeah, it's looking very good. Let's just kick me out halfway up the stairs there. There we go. So you can see Soho depot sticker on the side there on this one, and also have we got a named one? I don't know if we have. Oh, we have. We've got one. Selly Oak we have on this one. So you can see it's got the name sticker there, and also the the plaque for the depot. On these units, they aren't actually like cast plates; they're just stickers on these. So let's raise that because we're not going to see where we're going. Doors shut, so we're going to press the blue button. Doors will start closing. Pop into forward. DRA off. And I'm just going to go down to the side just so we can have a listen to the unit in motion. I'm going to go on this side actually, just so it doesn't kick me out with the camera. Hopefully. I might have to go above, to be fair. Right, I will stop talking for a moment. Let you guys enjoy the sounds. Already leaving Bromsgrove, we have begun the tackle of the 2-mile stretch, which is known as the Licky Incline. So 2 miles it is for this gradient, and it's a grueling gradient of 1 in 37 or 2.65% if you are that way inclined. This will put the Class 323 through its paces as it travels towards Birmingham. Sorry, get that right. Can't speak. However, do be sure, if you're travelling towards Bromsgrove, that you've got them brakes ready, as obviously it's a very, very steep gradient going down. You'll probably note that driving this thing in full pelt, you'll get somewhere to the region of about 60 to 65 mile an hour, which I believe is pretty true and accurate as well. I was watching back and listening to some of the DTG stream when they showed this route off the other night. So yeah, that is, I believe, true to life. I've picked up a few bits and pieces, just hopefully I'll be able to show a few bits off on this as well, from what I can remember and that. But the main thing here is I wanted to try and take a more casual approach. I didn't want to give you a full like robotic review of it. I just want to drive it, let you guys have a look, just take it all in really. The comment section is always open for your feedback, your conversation. We like to hear back from you guys and what your thoughts are as well. And we do our best to try and keep up with the comments where we can. We'll try and respond as well. We're approaching Virgo Bridge at the moment, which is here, where there's crossing as well. And whilst we are just approaching there, you'll note that there is a sign there also on either side. Please do note as well, take a look at the OHLE. You will notice that there is Series 2 on this section of route, so it's actually all been freshly created, all new OHLE. I think it's the first time that Series 2 has featured in Train Sim World. I don't think it's featured on any other routes before. I know we've had Series 1 on the Great Western Express route, although there is a little bit of Series 1 mixed in with this as well in areas. Apparently, I've got that. Oh, that's right, it's gone. Yeah. So yeah, that's the first time I think we've seen Series 2. And it's very nice to see that this has been done. As people do sort of tend to pick up on the OHLE. It's one of the things that people like have correct in a route. It's one of the big things that, again, as I say, do get picked up on if it's wrong. So hats off to DTG, hats off to the team that are involved in the OHLE department, because there's quite a few bits and pieces obviously on this, a few different ones. It's some Mark 1 and, I'm not sure it was Mark 1 or Mark 2 and 3, can't quite remember, but there's a few bits and pieces knocking around this route. I'm not overly high up in the know of what type is which. I just know it holds a wire up and it does its job. I do know what Series 2 is because of the Northern Lines route that I've created on Train Sim Classic, which does use Series 2, so I'm familiar with that. We're not stopping at Barton Green. This service actually doesn't call anywhere till Longbridge, so it's a faster run up there. It's quite cool. All services don't all stop here, so it's quite cool to know. Hence, are you certain of your stopping pattern sticker that was on the side of the dash there, or the side column? The sounds are really, really good. To be honest, they're better than the Train Sim Classic version. A lot better. The mixing is fantastic. The sounds are, I think, the same sound set that was recorded for the Train Sim Classic one, but they've been mixed by a different department, different team. So the results better on this set. It'd be nice to see these put into the TS Classic one, but I don't know if that'd ever happen or how easy that would be to import that in there. To be honest, I don't have a clue on that. But anyway, we'll not get into the politics on that side of things. But yeah, really, really good sound so far. I noted as well that there's 2 sets of wheel flange, so you'll notice that there's a bit more of a chirpy one. That's not as harsh a gradient, but if there's enough to get deems a bit of wheel flange. And then as you're on a tighter curve, like a continuous screech as well. So do try and take note of those and listen out for them. Yeah, it's a very nice environment. Even looking at the environment side of the scenery and the foliage and stuff already, it's looking really, really good. So we're going to get ourselves down to about 40 mile an hour here. I think between 40 and 50 really is sort of like a yellow. So gives you enough time to know you need to be stopping or not. You don't want to be coming up at 70 mile an hour to a red. And you should never treat these signals as they're going to change when you get to them, because it's not always the case with this route. Signalling on Train Sim World's got a lot better. The signal behaviour is a lot better. You've even got stuff like the overspeed ramps, which actually do work as well, I believe. If you come storming in, they will lock the brakes on. So, currently we've got a red in a minute, which is just approaching this next gantry. So, we're going to get an AWS self-test magnet thing, come on, warning magnet. We're going to cancel that. We'll start putting the brakes on now, because currently we're red. We need to treat that as it's going to stay red. Which so far it hasn't changed. We're just going to keep. There we go. But that might not always happen. So always treat it as a red. So just always be prepared to stop. I love the, as well, I'm just going to come out for a second. The detail in the signal, like the X plates and stuff like that. The signs here as well. Electric trains, no access to the up fast. The only one little thing that I would say is that the font, I'm not the most keenest fan of the font on the signage and all these bits and pieces on there. I'd love to see a proper font put in. Oh, wrong button. But at the end of the day, it's nice to see the signs are there, even if it's on that font. I think that font, to be fair, is the same font all the way through the stations as well. It'd be nice to see the proper fonts adapted. Huns up the bears down there as well, which is one of the collectibles. So, Hundlet Bear. I've not collected that one yet, but yeah, that is one of the collectibles. And you'll see them dotted all over the place on the route. You've also got maps, and there's also some planters on the route, which are in the style of the bull, which is actually the one here. So I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, the Hunslet Bear apparently was saved. He was left on the one of the trains once, I think somewhere around towards a pantograph or something like that. He was rescued, and he now resides with Soho. He has a Twitter account as well. I'm going to put that to neutral. Yeah, he's got his own Twitter account as well. So you can actually follow him on Twitter, and you can see him on his travels wherever he's at. So that's one of the achievement things. So planters, 5 I've got though. There is some route maps as well. They're a bit smaller than your normal route map, to be fair. So try and keep an eye out. The little small square thing. See if I can find one here. We might be... Oh, there's one here. Look, didn't take long. There we go. So that's the map. It's quite cool. Yeah, very nice. Station Modern is good as well. I do love the stations. I have been on the route before, by the way. It's not my first drive. I've had the route for some time. It's been great to see the progress and how the route's taken shape from being an empty canvas land with just LiDAR data and track to becoming this fully finished piece. It is amazing to see how much work goes into the routes with Dovetail. I mean, I work on Train Sim W, Train Sim World with Just Trains as well, and we are obviously working hard on our stuff. Can't say what it is, but it's just great to see how Dovetail put these together. It's a mammoth job. It really is. And they've done a good job with it, I think, from what I've seen already and what I've driven, and hopefully you'll think the same. Just taking it in for a second now. I'm going to be a little bit late, but yeah, very nice. So we're going to play with one of the features now. So we're going to cut out the traction on this front car. So we're going to isolate the traction motors here. So now we're going to have power outputting off the top. Off the back end, sorry. So we're not going to hear any power off the motors on this car, only the back. So pop it to forward. We're going to close the doors. So I'm going to go outside again, and you'll not hear anything off this this car. You can't hear anything. But if I go to the back, of course, you're going to have less power output doing this. So the motor's coming off the back end of power now, so it's effectively been pushed by the back car. So it's just terminated Long Bridge, has gone off into the side over there. So yeah, you can see it's taking a lot longer to get going. I think it's really cool. So we'll drive in this to Northfield, and then we'll put that back in. We can just see how much longer it takes to get to speed. It's going, but it obviously takes a bit more effort and time because it's only got one power output basically off one set of motors. So the front ones are dead. So if you shut the windows as well, you get the right sort of sound as well. It muffles out. I believe you hear a fan. There's a fan somewhere under here, which is a circulation fan, which stops it from condensating up. So if you just to open the windows, obviously that stops. I think it stops the fan. But if you shut the windows, the fan kicks in. I believe. I think you can hear it as well. Sort of audibly hear that. I'm hoping that my weather isn't going to change and be really, really awkward. I'm pretty certain I set it to custom rather than dynamic. So approaching Northfield, disused platform in the middle there. You can see with the all the grass on the top. Just gone past my free car marker, but never mind. So we'll get this stopped and we will put the motors back in. So I'll put that back in. Door release open. That opens that door there. Reset. I'll close. All sorts of bits and bobs in here. Fuses and stuff. I haven't really messed about with this. I don't know what, if anything does sort of things. I presume some things will probably work. You have to properly have a play about with that. I'm not going to get too... Nope. Ignore that. I believe it's a core. There's a core bug with that at the minute, but that may get fixed. I'm going to put that back in though. Just that's because I press Y basically. Right, so we should hear... Oh, you can hear the motors again. Notch 1 is a shunt notch as well, so you wouldn't really drive. You wouldn't drive with that. If it was put it back in sort of coast into one, it wouldn't pick any power up. So I believe notch 2 to get going, notch 3, notch 4. Drive it obviously to like the weather and that. Drive it to the appropriate weather. Just pop the route map up quickly just so you can see as well where we are. So we started off at Bromsgrove down here. It comes with the Redditch Branch as well. That'll feature again at some point on stream. We will do that. We're travelling north currently towards Birmingham, which is sort of the centre part here. And then we're going to head up towards Lichfield at the top. We're going to drop to 40 in a moment as well. Actually, I've just knocked it into emergency brake, which is absolutely fantastic. But as you can see, when you do so, that will stop. You can't actually revoke it, as far as I'm aware. Don't think it'll. No, it doesn't. There you go. As soon as you stop, though, it does release. So just watch yourself. Make sure you don't put it into emergency, like I just did. That wasn't planned, but there we go. We're showing you emergency brake, and it stopped quite quick, to be fair, as well. These are 90-mile-an-hour units as well, just to note. I think we're just under a cloud, to be honest. It's cloudy today in Birmingham. I always find it quite interesting that the fast lines don't have any OHLE. I love the detail on the stations, though. Very nice. The only one thing with the sounds that I'll say when the train comes to a stop is my understanding is when the rear static brakes are in, they go do. Poor representation, by the way. There, they make like a hum noise. I'm pretty certain there's a hum noise that happens when they've stopped. They go do, and it cuts out. I don't know if that's true, but I'm pretty certain I've heard that sound before somewhere, unless it's on a different unit. Took the key out. That's clever. There we go. Train effects as well on these. Can't do anything with that though. It's just there. It's basically ornament. Can't click any buttons on that. Cool bit of fan though. Where's the fan? So that's the air conditioning. Cap heating, fan. Hyperspeed fan. You can hear it as well. That goes in number 1 as well, so it's on a lower speed. You can hear that as well. The sound changes like speed. It's cool. Doesn't do anything really for you. You're not going to feel it, but it's a cool feature at the end of the day. It's something you can play with. You've also got air conditioning, which I think kicks in as well. Actually, I think you can hear that as well, to be fair. But it won't cool you down. Heading for Bourneville. I don't like some chocolate. If so, pop a yes in the comments below. But yeah, Bourneville's next. Cool station. It's the only station on the route which is it's got purple cladding, obviously for Bourneville. Colour obviously associated with it, like a purple colour, I think it is. One of the other achievement collectible things is actually you can pick up bars of chocolate. There's boxes of chocolate. There's a licensing agreement that they've been able to use the actual branding as well, which is really cool, which I like. Join the canal as well. You'll note that the canal hasn't got any boats in it, but there's a mastery, level 2 mastery actually opens up boats to the canal. Also some bunting and stuff as well, I believe. I haven't got that far with it yet. I've started doing level 1, but I haven't got to level 2 just yet. Here we are, Bourneville in all its purple goodness. If anyone's never been to the Cadbury factory as well, by the way, I do recommend you go. It's an absolutely fantastic day out. We went a couple of years ago. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and you get lots of free chocolate on the entrance as well. What's not to love? So yeah, the factory's over here. And it's also got ambient sounds, so there was ambient audio recorded here. I believe Daisy was involved quite a lot with this and did a lot of audio stuff. Got obviously audio recorded for the unit itself, but you can hear the factory noises, and those were all done as well for this. So that's a cool little feature, I think, as well. Let's have a little food station as well. I'm not going to walk around it. Nice to see there's traffic lights. Don't light up or anything, but it's cool to see. The cat. So these feature heavily along the route. I think there's something like 11 of these or something. I believe they're named after cats of DTG members and staff. This one's Cindy. And they move and the ears twitch and stuff. I think they're really, really cool. I think they're fantastic. I think maybe some audio meowing would have been cool, but never mind. Maybe one day. I honestly think that they're a really cool little addition. Who knows? We may see really annoying people walking past. Who knows? We may see one day maybe some dogs. That'd be cool. But yeah, cats, amazing. Who'd have thought it? Cats in Train Sim World. I love the collars as well. Let's have just a little zoom in on that. Stop beeping you. Yeah, really cool. I think that's a fantastic little feature, to be perfectly honest with you. Right, doors are closing. It's a little bit bright here, isn't it? Selly Oak next. Same station that this unit is named after. Why is it so bright in here? I'm not a massive fan of the adaptation thing, but anyway. We'll say it's maybe a little bit bright in the cab, on the cladding and stuff like that. Not sure if that's maybe a baking thing or not. It's very nice inside though. Really cool. So 0.7 miles away from Selly Oak. We'll go through some features shortly as well. I'll give you some stats and information what also comes with the route. Make sure we get to the station first. I love this bit where it winds around the canal. You get views of the canal every so often. Timetable as well, I believe is based 2019. With 250 something services, but I've got the information which I'll give you properly in a second. Comes with 3 cars, and there is some 6-car formations as well knocking about, so it's not all 3-car. So, key features route-wise, you get 37 miles of route, which is also 60 kilometres, between Lichfield, Trent Valley to Redditch and Bromsgrove. Comes with a BR Class 323 EMU in West Midlands Railway livery, which also I think is really cool because the TS Classic version, that came with London Midlands, so it's nice to see a different livery on this one. And no doubt we will see very, very soon enough some clever people, well, very talented, not clever, very talented people in the livery design will probably put together some London Midland and all sorts. So I won't have thought that a bit long before we start seeing some other liveries crop up. as this is compatible with the livery editor, also scenario. Also, obviously, alongside with the feature 3, you get a highly detailed, feature-rich driving cab, as you can see. True-to-life performance and handling, accessible tutorials on the train centre, 5 scenarios with also an extensive 24-hour timetable. Journey mode, tying together training scenarios and timetable services, selection of route tasks to complete. Livery design and scenario planning compatible for the Creators Club, as just mentioned. Powered by Dovetail Games is proprietary Simulgraph Vehicle Dynamics Engine on Unreal 4. And also, just to let you know, if you really want to know, the size for this is 4.82 gigabyte. So we're just approaching university, or arriving at university, that is. And you'll see that this station features the soon-to-be open new entrances, entrance buildings and bridge. So the old part's still there, but this new fancy part's also been built. Again, this opens quite soon, and DDG put this in there. I think, well, basically, what's the point in having a route out to be outdated within about a month or two? So they've gone for putting in the new buildings as well, which looks really cool. It links over to the university over there as well. So there's that bridge goes over the canal. You've got the barriers and stuff there as well. Don't know if you can collect the newspapers in this one, but there's newspaper stuff there. Here's the older entrance. It's nice detail. You've got Queen Elizabeth Hospital over there as well in the background, so that's one of the landmarks on the route. Just to point that out. Very nice model as well. Really nice. You can see it on the way in as well. So if you're coming from the last station, I think it was Selly Oak, you can see that dominating the skyline. Some bus stops over there. Just bus shelters, quite cool. Not sure if they're new or not. Amazingly, we're only about a minute late. Quite good going, especially when we're getting out and looking around. Yeah, right, so Class 323's feature list. I've got a list of features. Any I can show off the top of my head, I will do my best to show you these things. Auxiliary on and off. I have no idea where that is, so I'm not going to pretend that I do. I believe this has a cold start feature as well, so we can do cold start on this. Auxiliary compressor, wheel slip protection tests, which I believe happen whenever you stop. So if we can see it at 5 ways, I think you see the brake needle does sort of like fluctuates, I think. If I remember correctly from what was said on the DCG stream, I might be sort of utter garbage there. I might have got it totally wrong, but we'll have a look in a minute at that. On top of that, you've got air suspension simulation. So basically what that means is the more passengers that board the train, the harder the air brakes apply. So it knows when more people get on the train, basically. So it takes basically it brakes harder to account for the weight. There's also a slight alteration of timing when doors open and close, not to look as rigid. Hill start features. I'm not really sure how that's done, to be perfectly honest with you. Just going to point out here as well, you see the track, it's got the lateral resistance clips or clamps. Basically what they do is they hold the sleeps in place, I think where it's maybe more prone to movement. It was nice to see them in there. I don't think they've ever seen them in a TSW route before, so first. Back to features, you've also got pantograph isolation, which I know where that is, so we can go and have a play with that as well. Saloon light circuit breakers, you can isolate certain parts of the saloon lighting in each carriage. Not really sure where and how, but we can have a look at that, trying to do that. Guard saloon control panel, door key switch, which we've seen, which is what I've been using. So basically that's that up there, so you put that in and you can open the doors. Also GSMR, which I mentioned before, which apparently has now gone off. Why, I don't know. Deregister that a second, just try again. Don't know why it says 2.9. Must be a typo. There we go, it's back up again anyway. Yeah, that's one of the new features. Sadly, it hasn't got punchable buttons. You can't input all them, but maybe one day, who knows? But I think it's a good step to the right direction with the GSMR to see that more implemented. So fingers crossed that'll travel on to other stock moving forward, and maybe refine some more. Right, so whilst I'm here, I'm going to put that into neutral a second, just to shut it up. We're going to go in here, close the door for a second, just have a quick look in here. Very busy. This is 5-way, so this changes when we get to other stations. Now, where is that? There's a panel, it said. No idea where. That's an other car, isn't it, for pantograph? Now then, where is it? Aha! Found it. Right. So, auxiliary compressor, and that's all in here. Look. Pantograph isolation, isolated. So if we go out, you can hear it. You can actually hear it. Now, there you are. Look, so it's down. You heard it losing contact, and you heard it coming down. A couple little bits going on with some smoothing or whatever going on there. Hopefully we might see that fixed moving forward. I'm just going to go back and go out and see it. Okay, maybe not. Do I have to do something else? I don't know what I've got to do here. I presume I'd have to go into the cab. There's all sorts of switches and stuff, and I don't know quite what everything does. I presume you can hear the auxiliary compressor when you press that. No, I don't want to give up the train. What I want to do is get my pantograph back up. I presume I have to go back into the cab and put it up. Control panel there as well for guard. That's cool. If you actually take the key out, you can't actually operate it, obviously. I've done that on the wrong side, really. I was hoping that we could have had the local door. I'll do it again. Now, local door. So you do that, you check, obviously, make sure everything's all clear, then you come back in here and then door release. Which I think is really cool. Right, so to do this, you would... Local door close, door close. I don't know if it's going to shut them all or not. I do it all. Sadly, the driver doesn't buzz you back because I'm the driver. Let's go back to the cab. Let us go and attempt to put our pantograph back up and hope that we can get moving again. So where is my pantograph button? It is on here somewhere. Pan up. So it's back up now, there you go. Sadly, I won't be able to have got out the train quick enough to see it go up, but it's back up. Back into forward and door shut. There we go. So there's another bit of feature for you there, which I think is really cool. Oh, there's a bear down there. Oh, Basically, what happens when you collect the bear? I'll try and collect one on the run if I can find one. He then turns into having a high vis. He's also got a lanyard with his name and where he's from. We can hear a bit more of the chirpy flange there. As we go into the tunnel in a minute, you'll hear the more continuous flange, so we'll do that. Some very cool signalling on this route as well. That being one of them there. Very interesting. Some cool stuff around Birmingham. One thing I'm not over sure what's going on with this tunnel, by the way. It's very bright, even though we've still got a roof. So this section of the tunnel seems like it's not had its bake or something, so fingers crossed that we'll see an update after release. I would have liked to hope anyway, because really it should still be quite dark in here, as even though we are getting out of the tunnel. Signalling tower there, so that's Birmingham New Street's signal box. Again, it's just got that font on the signs. That's one of my gripes and triggers really. I'd love to see proper fonts. Welcome to Birmingham New Street. Mammoth station, absolute mammoth. It's a different O actually. Now I've got the sort of the green type. I'm not sure what style that is. I just know it's green. Got the drop down sideways on signals. There's been re-signalled around Birmingham more recently as well. It's got all the newer LED style. 8B as well for our platform. Been very nice in here. Very nice. We've got a red at the minute. Gone green though, but yeah. So hopefully I can have a quick look round in here. There we go. Even the actual platform safety ramp thing, they've all got clamps and brackets that actually hold them into place. That's really cool. Not just put against the wall, they've actually got the mounts and stuff. Very nice signals. I feel like these are like all new models for this route. Good detail, oh actually. There's all sorts. Interesting setups. I've got a plate on the side. It's obviously anyone on this side wouldn't see that signal. Like a sighting plate. So they've obviously done it in such a way so when you stop here, you shouldn't be able to see the other signals. I just love all these mounts and brackets and stuff. I really do appreciate the detail and effort that goes into this sort of stuff. Look at the detail in the back of that. Some insane amount of modelling going into these signals. So we can find any more fancy signals at the other end. With our mates here. I bet there's a Hunslet bear somewhere knocking around here. Something different there, different style of bracket. Sort of like all these posts. That is very cool. Presuming that's like a theatre box. No, that's a theatre box. That might be like an RA panel. Signal down the bottom, RA maybe, and then that's your theatre at the top. Very cool. Yeah, Birmingham. Wow. Huge station. Absolutely mammoth station. It was remodelled and redesigned basically. It was sort of like, it was upgraded a few years ago. I remember coming here when it was in the process. There was like loads of hoarding and stuff in certain areas where they were working on at the time. Little signs and stuff as well, like all these that I believe are all in place, in the right place and all that. It's a shame there's only one type of train in here. It'd be lovely to see some Pendolinos near one day, hopefully, maybe. But obviously, they're not available, so you can't do anything, unfortunately. Luckily, we're only on the West Coast Main Line bit through here just for the short amount of time. And again, we head off very shortly, just after we leave Birmingham. I'm going to quickly have a look out here. A little bit stuttery out here. I don't know why. Like, sorted itself out in the end. Very nice. It's not quite right on the front. I think it's more like... I think he plays video up here these days, but whether TSW can do that, I don't know. There's all sorts going on here, though. There's loads of huge buildings. They've got the reflection on that, it's quite cool. Yeah, very impressive station. See if we can go up here as well. Layers. I love this glass and stuff as well. It's really, really nice. And this is just a lovely place to be. I love the roof. Really interesting design. I'm not overly sure if it's to do anything in particular, or if it was just designed this way. There's a few theories maybe knocked around in the DCG stream the other night where maybe it was soundproofing. Daisy wasn't overly sure if it was that or not. It was just a nice design of roof. But I do agree, it's a very nice design of roof, and it's different. It's very cool to see. Love how it sort of like weaves. Yeah. I'm lost now. How do we get out of here? There we go. I don't even know which my train is. It this one, I think, actually. I'll just press that anyway. Right, let's get the door shut. Let us move on. That's the next. So I'm not actually calling it Dudderston. Weird. Some weird sound stuff going on there. I'm not sure if there's something to do with the station knocking the sound out there. So I'm just going to go through the base of the route blurb. So all aboard for Brum. Climb onto one of the most unique modern trains in Britain. Delve into dense commuter operations and explore the West Midlands territory, including the famed Licky Incline. Bustling cities await in train sim wheel free, Birmingham Cross City line, Lichfield to Bromsgrove and Redditch. The bespoke and hard-working class BR Class 323 arrives in train sim wheel free for non-stop modern-day action in the dense commuter network of Birmingham. In service for over 25 years, the Class 323 is renowned for its distinctive charm, rapid performance and unique design. Having been built by Hunslet, a motive power veteran, hang on, I've lost my text. Dating back to the 1860s, sorry, so that's obviously when Hunslet dated back to there. Yeah, excellent stuff there. So also goes on to say, dressed in the latest West Midlands railway livery, the BR Class 323 is the extensive traction on the Cross City line. This unit works frequent services between Lichfield, Trent Valley, Four Oaks and Birmingham New Street, and then onwards to its two southern destinations of Redditch, and also since 2018 Bromsgrove, which lies at the foot of the famed Licky Incline, the steepest sustained mainline gradient in Britain. The Cross City line itself is packed with rich history and culture. The earliest sections of the line date back to the 1830s, although it wasn't considered a single network until the 1970s. One of the more notable stations on the line is Bourneville, home to Cadbury's chocolate factory, which explains the station's one-of-a-kind purple branding, matching the confectionery's appearance. The factory alone draws in hundreds of thousands of tourists, and being just one of the 25 stations on the route, it's easy to see the line's importance and popularity. Ride and drive commuter trains through the heart of England's second city. Complete route tasks, or simply go train spotting from your favourite vantage points. Customise your own experiences with the scenario planner or also the livery designer and share them on the Creators Club. There's also two options of purchase which you guys can also go for here, and there is also just a route on its own, which is £29.99. Or if you've not dived or had any foray yet into Trains to World 3, why not take advantage of the fantastic starter pack bundle for Trains to World 3's base game and also the Cross City route for £29.99. It's a no-brainer really in my eyes. You get in the route and the base game for the same price as you would just buying the route. So if you're new to it, go for it. That's Dunstan, by the way. We're not calling it. There's a neutral section somewhere around here. Love that there's wheel flange lubricators. I actually honestly think and feel that they may be the first ones I've seen in Trains in the World. I'm not sure if they've ever featured on another route. I could be totally wrong, but I think they may be new assets. I love the detail and the environment of this. It feels just right. It's really well captured. I love the route on Trains Classic, but I just love this as well. I'm going to enjoy this, and when we come to stream this route, I will be doing. I feel like I'm going to do like one of the chapters. I feel like doing the full chapter in the stream, just to do various bits and pieces along like a typical sort of day. See what that has to offer. Got a red signal at the end of the station as well. Aston. So this is obviously known as Aston Villa territory, I think, as well. This is where the football ground is. I'm not really sure if the football ground actually features in the route, though. Not sure if you can see it. I do remember it didn't feature in the Classic route until it came out as an update, but I don't seem to see any football ground as such on this, so God knows. Maybe not. I need to try and find one of these bears. What I'll try and do is pick up a bear and collect it so I can show you what it does when it changes. I don't know if there's any around here or not. Just have a little scout around. If I find one, we'll go and get it. I've not even found any boxes of chocolate yet, actually. Is anyone left with any teddy bears around here? No, you can't go out there. Well, evidently no one's left a teddy bear out there. What about down here? Teddy bears? Any teddy bears? No. No teddy bears. We shall press on. We will find a Hunslet bear. Gotta collect them all. One of the things that doesn't feature on this currently is the Sparky Arky pantographs. I believe that they are looking at fixing that in due course. But apparently there's some issues. Matt mentioned on the DTG stream there's some problems they've had with it, where they couldn't get it to feature and work. So I believe there's going to be an update from what they said. So that'll come in due course, hopefully. Spaghetti Junction, mass network of roundabout junction going on here. Doesn't really need much more of an introduction to Spaghetti Junction. If I go outside though, we can have a hopefully be able to sort of see it. All that lot over there. I don't envy the person that had to put that together today, because I know what it's like to build splines. Splines are basically lost, by the way. They work a bit differently though, compared to TS Classic, and they are quite fiddly to work with as well. So yeah, fair play to whoever put that together, because that's quite a mammoth task in itself. I don't think that's been done as a custom. I think it's been kit bashed. So fair play. Oh, there's a bear there. You're in really awkward places. I bet they've all been dotted around in the middle of nowhere. You always sort of see one as you've gone past it. Gravelly Hill next. I didn't even go through the stopping pattern. That's like, how bad of me. So it has actually missed some station out. So our pattern was Bromsgrove, then it was Longbridge, Northfield, Kings Norton, Bourneville, Selly Oak, University, Five Ways, Birmingham New Street, Aston, Gravelly Hill, Erdington, Chester Road, Wild Green, Sutton Coldfield, Four Oaks, Butler's Lane, Blake Street, and Lichfield City, and then on to Lichfield Trent Valley. I'm determined to find a bear on a station. There's a cat. I found another cat. Oh, there's a bear. Who have we got here? Ghost. Hello, Ghost. That's a nice cat. Oh, his tail moves. I'm actually amazed with them. They're so cool. I love the detail on the actual fur as well. Really, really nice. Love that the ears move, the eyes actually move around. The whole thing moves. Brilliant. It'd be cool if you could interact with it. Which goes on to interactions. There's actually some scenarios you can interact with people, by the way. You can actually click on them and I think they can they talk to you. The dove. Crazy people storm a golf course. That's going to really be annoying, isn't it? It's not beep, beep. Hey! They're close. So you can see he's now got a high-vis on. He's got his overalls. He's got his lanyard. Which says, if I can read, Hunslet Bear is his name, location Soho Depot. I can't read what the bottom says. Never give up. There is always... I can't read what the bottom says. There is always something. Hello. Kitty. So a quick jump into there. Apparently I've been open. I opened that, didn't I? God, I've only just done that. I've forgotten. Cablight doesn't really do much. I feel like that should be a bit brighter. Put wipers on, see if they're annoying or not. Nope, they're not obnoxiously annoying. They're good. Can't be doing with squeaky wipers, but they're good. Good horn. It's a strong horn, is that? There's another bear hiding down there. There's quite a few, actually. Also, another thing, when you do turn the train on, you do get your TP, WS, all these lights come on at the breakdown and stuff. They'll go out as well after you've sort of set the train up. Duckboard light. I feel like the lights are all a bit dim. I'm not strong enough. 4D shooting site. Cool. We did some similar sort of signs to that on our TS Classic Nottingham to Lincoln route. Quite different though. They were not quite the same. They had like a line going through them. They meant the same thing. There was another sign down the side of the track. I'm going to have a look, see what that said. It had a name. I've just opened the wrong side, haven't I? That was a very silly thing to do. Left. I want to have a look at that sign as well while I'm talking about me how to actually open the right side of the door. What's this say? Erdington. Obviously it was Erdington. Ah, there we go, look. Chocolate bar. So that's one of the collectibles. I'm not going to run back all the way to catch it though. But yeah, you are. Cadbury's. I'm not really sure what happens when you collect it. We might find one later or towards the end of the run. Maybe we can collect one, but yeah. Chester Road next. The thing I love with these is the brakes are so responsive. With a lean on this one. I believe as well, so there's a bit of a cool quirky thing with these station signs. Not all of them, but most of them, they have extra text. So they have like so for example, for Boldmere. So there's obviously landmarks for like near the station, which they tell you. So if you look there, you'll find out what's nearby the station. I'm now 8 minutes late, so it has gone a little bit downhill on the timing, but never mind. Obviously, I might have a train at my back here because I believe every 10 minutes. What are the services on this? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there's one there. Look. There's one following us. Yeah, services every 10 minutes, I believe, between Four Oaks and Longbridge. Yeah, every 10 minutes, but I think the frequency is a little bit less, like between the other ones, I believe. Next station's Wild Green. I'm just taking in the general atmosphere, which is very nice. It just feels right. It does capture a good scene. The route itself, in general, is very neat as well. It's not messy or anything like that. Everything sort of just blends in nicely. Good mixtures of foliage. This is the thing I look for, because obviously with me working on stuff with Just Trains on the sim, I look for how things are done with other developers as well. So I sort of like if there's anything I can take away with me to learn and learn new methods as such, things that may work. Everything just blends nicely. Just feels right. Yeah, this is an hour 15 drive. There is some actual longer trips as well, because obviously we haven't stopped at all stations. So if you've got somewhere you have to stop, extra stations, it'll take I think about an hour and 20 or so. A very long run, really. You're doing the full circuit end to end. I think there's some RHTT working as well, if you have the 66 and RHTT. So I'll look forward to actually having a go with that and see what that has involved. It'd be nice if it does quite a longer trip, not like 5-10 minutes. Interested to see what that does. I've already had a driver class 37. I had to play with that in whilst it was in testing. And that's a long run. That takes quite a while to do. Quite a good run. I haven't driven it back up the Licky though. There is a return which I've still to do, so I might end up doing that on stream, to be honest. It's a nice run. Early morning as well, so if you get the right weather as well, you get some nice sunrises. It sort of starts in the dark as well and turns light. Approaching Sutton Coalfield in just 100 mile now. So at the top of this straight section. It's doing the brake test stuff now. Wheel slip protection test sort of stuff. You can see the brakes they were going on and off. It'll fluctuate a bit. I like this station. I love this one on TX Classic. I'm gonna have a look around this one. If I put into brake 3, I think you should possibly see. Maybe not. I can't quite remember how it goes. Anyway, not blind to neutral. Go for a wander. Some flowers on. Up a little bit. It's like a bit of shadow mapping issues now, but there's nothing to really bother about in my eyes. I can't go out that way. I think I had a box of chocolate in the station. You can go up here. Anything hiding down here? Surely someone's left a box of chocolate for me. Not down there, they haven't. Go for a wander. See what we can find. Community board, that's cool. One thing I would love to see one day in Trent is if you can actually open the lift, get in the lift and actually go down. How sad that is, I don't know. But that's one thing I would love to see. Is actually be able to use a lift. Press the button, it goes down. And you'll be thinking, oh, why don't you do it with just trains? Who knows, maybe one day. This is many boxes of chocolates. It's a sad thing to see. Nope. It appears that there is some weird shadow mapping going on with some of the lamps, but yeah. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. No, we're not going to leave up the train. We're going to take the train in a minute. And look around. I've not explored over there yet. It's a nice screenshot, wasn't it? Be a thumbnail. Be a potential. I'm just gonna make sure I don't get myself run over. Don't try that at home. Do it in your comfort of your own train sim. No. It's like there's some weird texturing going on with lifts there. Something might have been missed there. These things do happen. No, there's no chocolate, but there's a floaty jewelry box. Anyway, never mind. I will have my chocolate. Onwards. The driver behind me is getting really annoyed. Still impressed with the sounds, I really am. Really good audio work there going on with this. Could very well be one of the best unit sounds, I think, in TSW. I'm going to put that out there. Doing well on my points, 14,435. I must be doing something right. Might level up again. What's going on? But yeah, very nice overall. It's some good detail. Four Oaks next. So this station is where you'll see quite a few services terminate in the bay platform. Other ones do continue through. I'll show you where we are on the map in a moment. There's 20 if you're going across into the bay. I'll get a quick screenshot here. The more screenshots the better, because it gives me something to work with and see what I can do. What's that say up there? Please carry out push door test after closing the cab door. Alright, it's basically when you've got to try and push it, make sure it don't open. It sounds like a sensible thing to do. So there's nothing on that sign there, you see, so they're not all the same, so this one doesn't actually have anything nearby on there to note. Like a landmark as such. Nope. There's the buzzer, by the way. I'm not noticing guard buzzer noise now. I don't know if you can turn this into driver and guard mode. I couldn't tell you actually on that one. Is there anything on there? Puts it into driver or guard mode? I have no idea. I know these do have guards. So why I'm not getting the buzzer, I don't quite know. Must be a reason. Maybe I've not done something, I don't know. Bit of a bounce as it gets going. A few bits of terrain bleeds going on this bit. Nothing major. So I don't live anywhere near this line either, so I couldn't say if it's exactly perfect, it's wrong or not. To me, it just feels nice, feels right, feels a good quality. There's been a lot of people whinging, I've seen in the community and that, over various things and that, but I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But my feel on it, I mean, at the end of the day, I was given a copy from Dovetail quite at an early stage, but my general feeling, it feels solid. It feels well built, plenty of detail. All the custom assets look absolutely superb. The amount of OHL bits and pieces that have been built, all the nice new signals as well. It really, really is a complete package. One thing I would like to see is Soho Depot. That's not there, sadly. It's only a small distance out of Birmingham New Street. I think that should really have been in there. I think maybe with the newer pricing, I think that should have been in there. That's my general take on it. But it is what it is. Maybe we'll see it later in the future, who knows. But it would be nice to see if you can do your depot moves in the morning and you can start a service. But yeah, I'm not going to go into the full on that, but that's just my little my thought. I would love to have seen that, to be honest. Hunslet's home. The bear's home would be nice to have had. Anyway, moving on. We are now at Blake Street. Whatever I've done here, I must have knocked it into emergency. Oh, it's telling me to open my doors now, so I'll just do that. Sorry, passengers, you're going to have to walk a bit further. I just see there was something in the track. What on earth is that? Oh, it's OHL. There's some OHL in the track, guys. Network Rail must be informed to come and remove that, because that is a hazard. You can turn the regen brake off as well there. Coaching lights. If you turn off the regen brake, I believe you then have air. So we'll have a go with that. Lichfield City's next. 5.3 miles, so we get a nice little thrash now. I'm proper speeding down here. I didn't realise I was going for it there. Never mind. Actually, to be fair, it's probably good that we are, because it'll get us back on track a bit. We're holding the path of the network. Nice little bounce on the suspension there. So we're not stopping at this station, whichever one this is. No idea where they are. Where are we here? Shinstone. Shinstone. Or Shinston. I like this part of the route. I always love this bit on TS Classic where it starts going a bit more rural and countryside-y. I hate you when it does that. it moves your camera. Nothing worse. You sort of get yourself positioned somewhere and bam, let's move you. Hate that. So where are we on the map? We are not far from the end, as you can see. Now we've got a little bit left to do. So we've got Lichfield City, then Trent Valley just up ahead. Which will bring us to a close for the video. And it'll mean bedtime for me because at the moment it's like 2 in the morning. So I'm up very late doing this video. It's the only time I've been able to squeeze and get the video in, unfortunately. I wanted to try and do it a little bit earlier in the week, but just wasn't able to do so. But we've got it sorted now. We're there with it. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Just in the general, it's a general drive, really, at the end of the day, more than anything. A bit more of the casual side of things, as we like to do. I can't really do a review as such because DTG have been good to give me obviously a copy, so more of a casual drive, just showing it off really for me on this one. It's been nice to do it. I've been looking forward to doing the video as well for so long. Look, so much detail going on in the scenes. All the cluster that put in as well in that the industry areas. They do put the heart and soul into the work. Oh, AWS has forced a penalty break. Reset AWS. Okay, I've done that. Have I done an overspeed? Have I done an overspeeding there? I wonder. So, I've got to wait the penalty. So it'll release the brakes. Surely. There we go. I was doing the see the brake test, wheel slip thing. It knocks on and off. Or you just turn it off. If you want to get moving, you can cheat your way around. I don't know how long you have to sit there and wait, to be honest. But basically, by the looks of it, I've come in a bit too quick there. The overspeeding ramps picked it up and triggered, basically. We're coming up to a 20, so that's a bad me, really. I should know these things. I should be looking at what I'm doing. Never mind. At least it shows you that it works, which is the main thing. Right, Lichfield City. Second to last stop. I like that fence on the side there, with concrete pillars. We're back into the more conventional signalling here. LED, but yeah, the older style. Let's open the right hand side correctly this time. Just want to show as well some of the artwork that they've got on the billboards on the streets. So, portrait of a lady, an elegant and sophisticated drama. Unforgettable masterpiece, a film by development team. Barbados, my best holiday. Get there and back. Sounds like a Black 5 debut album. Featuring the Boiler single steam. Hard and heavy guitar based rock. That gotta be a meme board that towards the old Kuju Black 5 surely, because everyone used to say that sounds like a Black 5. Anyway, cool stuff. There's loads of bits of posters though as well. There's all sorts in the station. You have to go and have a good look around yourselves to find all these bits and pieces. Some hidden gems. A bit like the hidden bars of chocolate I can't find. I've not been able to pick one up yet. One of Mark's favourite churches up there. Good old Kuju Church. It still made its way into TSW. Bless it. Flinging on. On a mile to Trent Valley. And I'm storming out of here like an F1 driver. I'm like Max Verstappen. Only in a 3-2-3. Banking's a little bit messy down the side of here. Nice to see that smoothed off a bit better. We do have a red. Humans approach controlled. Again, treat it as a red, but it's just changed to yellow, so good. You've got the West Coast Main Line that's at the Trent Valley that goes underneath. Don't think there's any trains you'll ever see because there's no Pendolinos, obviously, or Voyagers. I don't think anything's timetable to run on that part of the route. We'll slow down a bit more just in case we're getting overspeed again. There's a ramp there. We've made it. Oh, it's got the signal box. Brilliant. Wasn't sure if that had been knocked down or not by now. It still stands. Excellent stuff. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I look forward to doing more on this. Just then noodle for a minute. Oh, there we go. It's obviously kicked us through. But no, that's really, really good. I've really enjoyed that. Thoroughly. Yeah. Level 47. Dovetail on the 323. As you can see, I have been driving it a bit. Continue. What I'll do is I'll whack this back into free roam. This will probably disappear itself in a second because it's running late. He's off to Bromsgrove once again. What I'll do is I'll just shut that door. But no, it's been really good. And he's rolling away. Where are you going? Shouldn't be doing that. That's worrying. I'm going to run away train, basically. Anyway, on that note, while he runs away, a massive thank you for watching. No? Oh, he's decided to stop. And he's off again. Yeah, no, massive thanks for watching. And again, a huge thanks to Dovetail. Well, that wasn't me passing the danger. I wasn't driving. Anyway, we'll go back to timetable mode there. But no, thank you. It's been great. And I've really enjoyed showing the runoff and the route as well. On that note, don't forget, like, share and subscribe. The link for the route and everything is in the description below. I'll put the base route on its own, and I'll also put the bundle in there too. So there's two options for you. We'll do some more of this on the stream as well very, very soon moving forward. There's plenty to do. We'll keep on with it. Just trying to think of everything's covered. Yeah, everything's in there. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll leave it there because it's an hour and a half. It's a lot longer than I thought it'd be, but to try and get everything in, we've done quite well, I think, at that time. So if you're still here at the end, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Once again, thanks DTG. Again, I really do appreciate you allowing us to do this preview video just ahead of its release, and we hope you all the best of success with the Roots release as well. Take care, guys. All the best, and we'll see you very soon on the next video. Bye for now. Take care. Thank you.